Welcome to the Entrepreneur Evolution Podcast. This is our Entrepreneur Express Tip episode. I'm your host, Annette Walter, and this is the place where I share weekly business tips in 5 minutes or less to help you regroup from your week and prepare to launch into next week. Let's get started. Hi there, entrepreneur. Welcome to this week's podcast. This is the Entrepreneur Express Tip, and this is the place where I drop a business tip in 5 minutes or less to help you regroup from your week and propel and launch into next week. I'm your host, Annette Walter. I'm a business growth coach, operational strategist, and owner of 2 multi-million-dollar companies, and I'm so happy you are here. This is a community of entrepreneurs like you that are growth-minded and on the path to scaling their business to 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, and beyond. They are exactly like you, and they desire to really set out and continue to be a curious learner and identify the freedom that they originally set out when they first started the business. Today, we are talking about universal intelligence. And this is a really important topic because I want you to get back to thinking big and thinking bigger than you are even thinking right now. Universal intelligence is the thought that something greater than us is waiting for you to dream and will respond to your dreams, okay? So I really want you to dream obnoxiously big right now and put it out there to the universe. When's the last time you did this? When's the last time you maybe revisited your big dreams? And what are you doing to really feel them, see them, believe them, and listen to what the universe is telling you, okay? So here's a couple tips when you're thinking about universal intelligence, all right? I really want you to think solid, strong, positive thoughts, okay? When we worry or have doubt or have fear, that's when those thoughts really act like a magnet, and things like that and circumstances in our life really become a magnet, and you end up like attracting things that are surrounded around doubt, fear, and those types of negative thoughts. So as you are staying positive, which some days, honestly, it's harder than others, but make sure you do a checkpoint of those thoughts that are going through your head. Set the big, obnoxious dream. I want you to believe it, okay? I want you to really, really, really believe it. Number 2, I want you to feel it. I want you to feel it. And here's what I mean by feel it, okay? I want you to, like, let's say, for example, you're buying a new car, or you want to really drive your dream car. And this is kind of a materialistic example, but just work with me here. So I want you to picture what it's like to open up the sunroof, okay? Maybe you're looking at a car that has one of those fancy sunroofs that go all the way back into like your back seat. I want you to feel what it's like to have that wind actually like kiss your cheeks and your hair blow all over the place. That's what I mean by really feel it. You need to use all of your senses when you are talking to the universe and when you are dreaming big, okay? Next, you need to visualize it every day. You need to repeat it and visualize it and repeat it and visualize it and make it real. Act as if it already exists and make it happen. A lot of people are visual board people. If you haven't done a visual board in a long time, revisit it. And the quickest way to do a visual board is to go to Google Images, type in exactly what you want, pick the picture that you love and you want, drop it in a Google Doc with all of the other images of everything that you want on your vision board, hit print, cut those pictures out, and put it somewhere where you see it every day, okay? You don't need to go spend a ton of money on all these magazines and like hope you find the picture that you like, okay? Use Google Images, use Google Doc. That's a quick tip, okay? Next, I just want you to simply live and breathe in it. And anytime you feel yourself going away from it, know that your biggest doubters, when you put a big, obnoxious dream out there, are going to be the closest ones to you. But at first, they'll ask you why, and then they'll ask you how you got there. So don't be afraid to put things out there like, I want to sell my business to a private equity firm in the year of 2025 for X amount with revenue generating of this amount. Be as specific and clear as possible, okay? Maybe you want to live in Tuscany for 6 months. Maybe you want to be able to work from anywhere in the next 5 years. Whatever it is, make sure you announce it, you put it out there, you make it visual, use all your senses to live it, breathe it, feel it. I hope that helps. If you don't have a community of like-minded entrepreneurs like yourself, I have the fabulous Entrepreneur Evolution Empowerment Group. We meet bi-weekly, okay? There's no other group out there across the United States. I've researched all of them. I've coached a lot of them locally here. This is basically a quick accountability group. We meet every other Thursday from 12 to 1:30, and I've got a structured format that is very efficient. We go on a deep dive topic. In fact, yesterday we talked about universal intelligence, and we all put out our big obnoxious dreams, and we talked about how we're going to visualize it. We talked about a lot of books that we're going to read about it, and different tips that are beyond this podcast that are really unique to that group. So if this type of stuff interests you, but you really feel like you need that hand holding, that accountability, there is so much power in joining a group of tenacious, hustling entrepreneurs like you that are literally on the path to building their entrepreneurial empire. All right. This shouldn't be your only gig you're working on right now. You should have your sight and set on really what your empire looks like. And I mean that. Okay. So we talk a lot about those in those groups. It's very important. If the group thing isn't for you, I've got some express accelerator programs that are basically like a 4-week sprint that get you going. Almost like that quick hit of like, okay, business assessment, business edit, like just get me going, like kick me off of the ledge, please, and help me. I need this help. I'm not doing it on my own. I don't know why, but it's not happening. Every week I think it's going to happen. I get the right to-do list, but it's not happening. So please reach out. Please reach out. That's why I'm here. That's why I do the work that I do. I'm doing the work and I'm building companies alongside you. So I'm living and breathing the sleepless nights, the more so sleeping nights. And I am really just out there looking at all these resources and bringing them to you. So reach out at Annette at iEvolveConsulting.com. Let's definitely set up some time to talk about you and your business, where you're stuck, where you're swirling, where you need help, where you want me to push you off the ledge. I'm happy to do that. Anyway, I hope you're doing great. Keep evolving, entrepreneur. I am so proud of you. I will see you next week. Rock on, Rockstar.